welcome. I'm Lynn of Lynn X Stitches Creates, and welcome to my Flosstube channel about counter cross stitch and the project bags I make. It is Monday, July 10th, 2023. This is episode 91. Welcome if you're new. I hope you enjoy what you see and will come back and like and subscribe and do all the things. And for all my returning subscribers, thank you so much, dear friends. I really appreciate you following me on this journey that we have been taking together all through all the craziness. It's been 2 weeks. I had planned to film last week, but we were in Georgia. When we moved to Ohio, we did not sell our house there. We were actually renting it to my brother-in-law, and the time has come to sell. So we unfortunately did not pack up all of our stuff when we left. We left a bunch of stuff in the attic and a bunch of stuff in the basement, and if you ever move, don't ever do that. It was a huge mistake. So it's been a lot of cleaning out, and trying to figure out how we're selling it, whether we're going to sell it to an investor that's going to flip it, whether we're going to try to sell it to someone that wants it for their own home. You know, the market's good there, so that's a good thing for us because this will add to our retirement, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we spent our 35th anniversary being extremely hot and sweaty. Working, cleaning, dumping, but we did get to go to our favorite restaurant. It's called Fogo de Chao. It's a Brazilian steakhouse, and they have an amazing salad bar. It's all fresh. It's beautifully laid out. And then when it's time to eat, they have gauchos running around with meat on swords, and they carve it off, and you know, you have a little card, and they stop as long as you're on green, and the minute you turn it on red, they stop coming over, and you basically eat yourself into a meat coma. It's what it is. But the one in Atlanta is amazing. We went to the one in Indianapolis, so it wasn't as good as the one in Atlanta for some reason. We're not really sure why. But the one in Atlanta was very good, and the servers were really cute because our waiter had asked us, you know, about our anniversary, and we said it was our 35th, and you know, what's your advice? How did you last that long? And I said, well, you know, we argue, but we don't hold grudges, you know, we let it go. And I turned to my husband after he had left, and I said, would you agree with that? Is that okay? And he's like, whatever you say, dear. And that's the answer to a long marriage. No, it is true. We argue, we nitpick at each other, but we don't hold on to it. We let it go, and you know, that's not to say we haven't had our issues. You know, 35 years, it's a lot and a long time, and we've had a lot of struggles. But yeah, you know, for the most part, the bottom line is I love him and he loves me, and, you know, you live with some things. So we did have, you know, dinner. We got things done. He's going back to finish up this weekend while I'm doing Frogwarts. And if you don't know what Frogwarts is, it's a Harry Potter themed digital retreat that the Black Needle Society does. This is the 4th year, so it's based on the Goblet of Fire book and movie. And it's not a relaxing retreat. It is based on competition, and it's cutthroat, and people are out to win. So I have been working on my piece for it. This is what the whole piece will look like when it's done. And on our anniversary, on July 2nd, I joined in to start mine because everyone gets a 2-week start. And if you finish it during the retreat, you have to have at least 200 stitches left when the retreat starts And if you finish it during the retreat, you get an extra 100 points. So this is where I am right now. I've got the dragon almost done. I've started the Bobatons carriage, and that's about it. So I don't think this will be used for prompts during the retreat for stitching challenges, but I don't think I'm going to finish it during the retreat. I have been, this weekend I put a lot of time into it trying to, but I just don't think it's going to happen. So, but anyway, so it should be fun. That retreat starts Wednesday evening. I am not on a Quidditch team, so I won't be doing that. And I'll tell you more about it next Monday, because, you know, this is my first year going, and so I don't know. I only know what I've heard. So, but it should be fun. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. Who knows? Maybe miracles will happen, and I'll be so into it that I'll finish it. I don't know. I put it kind of aside today because next week I go to Denver for the hands-on design retreat, the folk art fall retreat, where we're going to be finishing things. And excuse me, I dropped something. I was working on one of the pieces, and this will be for the tray, and I put in some more stitches. I think I had shown you that I had finished this leaf, so I was working on this today. I was doing a favor for my daughter sitting at her house, so I was working on that today. You know, I want to have this and the cover for the needle book done so that I can finish those two things at least. I'm pretty sure I will not have the little pin cushion done. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And if I can figure out a way to work it into a stitching challenge for Frogwarts, I will do that too. The only other thing that I've worked on, and my chair is currently sitting on it, excuse me, is my British Isles Sal. All the parts have now been released. If I have a picture, I will put up what it will look like in the end. I have part 5 almost about halfway done, and this is where I am on that. So I've added these 4 motifs and finished the outline of the island. And then we'll be moving back up here to do a couple more Scotland things for part 6. So it's coming along. It's getting put on the sidelines until these other 2 retreats are done. I also have my sewing room Sal to work on. That piece, that part, the 5th part of that came out, and it's the sewing machine, which is so cute. And of course, my July bobbin from Creatively Crafting came out. I've put both of those on hold until I get past Frogwarts and the hands-on design retreat. The hands-on design retreat, I think, is utmost priority, because like I said, I'd really like those done so that I can finish them properly in the class with Kathy Haberman. So yeah, so that's what I've been stitching recently. I do have a couple of things that I have gotten in the mail. I was on Etsy, and you know that's never a good thing, and I saw this needle minder, and I had to get it. It's going to go on my Spring Dragon by Ingleside Imaginarium, and look at that. Isn't it perfect to go with my pink dragon? So that now will go on in its new home. So that's that. That was from Adventure Needlework on Etsy. And sorry, I forgot to turn my phone off. I'm looking for their card to show you. Yeah, Adventure Needlework. So that's that. It's so sparkly. I got my July Cottage Garden Thread Club from Colleen, Rebel Stitcher Designs. Came with a mushroom sticker. And if you haven't gotten yours yet, I'm sorry. Don't look. So we got Farmer's Market. We got Smoke Bush. We got Nutmeg. Sorry, that's my son-in-law. And we got Compost. So very summer, earthy, outdoorsy kind of colors. And then I had asked her to special order for me. I had gotten the Lindy Stitches pattern, the Down Under Christmas, and with all the cute animals, the kiwi and the quokka and the, I think there's a duckbill platypus, I think a koala. And I had one of the Cottage Garden threads for that because it came in one of the packs that I got from Colleen, and she ordered the other two that I didn't have. So that was Murray Pine and then Raspberry. So now I'm all set with the Cottage Garden threads that I needed, and I can kit it up and have it all ready to go when we go to Australia. So that was that I got. I also decided to subscribe to the editor for Just Cross Stitch magazine had been at StitchCon, and we got a deal, and the price that we got for the year, for 2 years, basically it's the 2-year subscription plus the 2 Christmas ones, not the October ones, which is okay because I don't get those anyway, but the Christmas ones, and I figure I buy those anyway, and the cost of the subscription equaled those 2, so I figured, why not? So I got this month's, and it came so quickly. I signed up online and it came so quickly, the first issue. It's really kind of exciting, and it's a lot nicer than it used to be years ago. And it's got a couple of cute ones. I'm looking, there was a back page. Here we go. So here's all the patterns that are in this month. Some really pretty ones. And they're starting to put some of their Christmas ones out. So look at that Santa. Isn't he cute? And that reindeer. And I love that pie. So, as we come up on small season, there we go. I did get some DMC when Joann's had it, 4th of July weekend. I was just adding to my stash because there were some colors that I didn't have. I just didn't have in my, you know, I really should just turn that off, but I should stop blinging now, that I just didn't have. So I went through and looked, and I got that, and I got a couple that I know I have, but they're in other projects, so I got extras. And then Ohio is getting ready for the All Ohio Shop Hop. Now this is for quilt stores. This is not cross stitching. But I like going and visiting for fabric for project bags. And there's a passport in here. The state is split up into 9 regions, 7 regions. Where's my map? 1, 2, 3, 5. Try 5 regions. But there's a lot in each region. So I'm down here in this green region. I believe there's 12 in that region. So whether I will do them all or I've talked to one of my friends to see if she wants to go and do like an overnight one time for one of the regions. But you get, it starts August 1st, goes through September 30th. You get your passport in the middle. You get stamps at each store, and a lot of the stores have these little like squares available, and I've seen the one for quilts, or for Stitches, which is the store that I make project bags for, and it's really adorable. I could see that in a project bag. So yeah, so I want to do that. That won't be till the beginning of August, so whew, I got some time. Get my retreats out of the way, do some stowing, and before I go to Black Needle Society, Camp Black Needle, which is the first weekend in August. So busy, busy, busy. So other than that, I got a bunch of zippers for my business and thread, which are not exciting to see, so I won't show you those. I want to say I'm forgetting something, but I don't see it here. So if I find it, I'll put it aside for next week. Let me see what this is. Ooh, that's right. The Keepsakes special edition Tiny Town, the Any Tiny Town by Heart and Hand, should be releasing this weekend or next weekend, because this weekend is one of the first Stitch days. So I'll be getting that one. I'll show you either this next Monday or the Monday after, either the 17th or the 24th. I should have it by the 24th. So that's exciting. That was an order we placed back in February? April. Seems like so much longer ago. So that was a 25th anniversary piece that Heart and Hand did for Keepsakes. My local LNS, my local needle workshop, if you're new to my channel, is Keepsakes in Sharonville, just outside of Cincinnati. So yeah, so that's about it. So if you got the Novels and Needles page to screen box, today the 10th is the last day to post pictures from your box so that you're in on the drawing for the $25 gift card. I'm kind of behind. I may go and take a couple pictures and post the last 2 really quick. With traveling to Georgia and trying to do this, that, and the other thing, you know, there's still stuff in my car I've got to get out before my husband goes. It's just been a week, so we're just exhausted still. But yeah, so if you've gotten that box and you watched that and it's still this video and it's still July 10th, make sure you put up some pictures. Why not? I mean, get yourself in the drawing. Be sure to use the hashtag page to screen BNS and tag at the Black Needle Society. And you can also tag the Pattern Queen 3, which is Laura of the Black Needle Society. Katie uses the Black Needle Society login. Words. Anyway, and I will see you on Monday. I hope you're staying cool. If you are in New York, I am praying for you. I cannot believe the flooding around the flash floods at West Point and the roads that have just disintegrated. I mean, I was on those roads all the time going to see my husband when he was at West Point. So I know those roads, and I just cannot believe some of them have washed out. So if you are in that area, please stay safe. I know it's going to be a while before they get some of those roads fixed. But having said that, stay cool, enjoy your summer. I hope you get lots of stitching in, and I will see you next week.